I just took some pictures this weekend and uploaded them onto my computer using iPhoto, but some of them are a little dark, so I'm going to show you how to edit them to make them look a little nicer. I am in my last import file, and I have found a picture that looks a little bit too dark for my liking. So I'm going to double click on that picture and bring it up. You'll see around the outside here it looks a little too dark. So I go down to the bottom here and I click Edit. Now that I am in Edit, there are many things that I can do. I can come over here and I can rotate the picture any way that I think it needs to be, so I have it going the right way. Then I can click Crop, and I can, since I want to make this a 4:6 photo, I can switch it to 4:6 and edit it and crop it what size I want it to be, and then hit Apply and it'll zoom it up. This picture is straight, so I don't need to straighten the picture, but if I needed to, I could click on Straighten and move it any way that I think that it needed to be straight, but this one does not need it. Now, let's focus on the color of the picture. As I said earlier, the outside of the picture is a little dark, so I like to hit Enhance, and that brings out all of the natural color to make it look better. See how that brightened the picture? It lit up our faces here, and it brought out some of the background. In this particular picture, there is not any red eye in either of our eyes, but if there was, I would click on red eye, and I can hit the auto button, and it would fix any red eye that is in that picture. When I am done, I click the X. Now we are going to play a little more with the color. I'll go down here and I'll hit the Retouch button. This will pull up or anything I need here. If I think that her cheeks look a little red, I can retouch her cheeks and it'll clear it up a little bit. If I have too much shine or she has too much shine, I just click and it brings some of that shine away. Next, we will work on the effects. If I just click on the black and white picture over here, I can make the picture black and white. If I don't want it black and white, I just click it again. The same thing applies for sepia. Antique goes by numbers. So if I want to bring up the antique color, I just make it more. If I don't want it that high, I bring it down again. I can also fade the color by clicking however many times I want to fade the color. If I don't want it that bad, I can bring it back, and at any time I can click the original to go back to where I started. If I want to boost the color, I click on this one, which makes us look darker. But I don't want us to look like that. I could also put on a border or a matte. By clicking that, I can do, it starts smaller, I can go even smaller than I want. But I don't want the matte on this one either, so I'm going to go back to the original. You could do a black outside, but in this particular picture I am going to edge. I'm just going to blur the edges so that we can zoom in on our faces a little bit. When I am done, I hit the X. If you still do not like the color that you have on your picture, you can always hit the Adjust button down here to see any of the levels, and you can change them at any time. But just by simply hitting the Enhance button over here, it adjusts all the levels to what it thinks is appropriate for this picture. When you are done editing your picture, you go down here, you click the Done button, and all of your changes are saved.